Hey everyone, Irix Guy here. Just wanted to talk about a recent adventure, and that was the Tour de France. Now the Tour de France, if you're not familiar, it's this bicycle ride, and like it says, Tour de France, it's the Tour of France. So you're among all these other cyclists, and you're riding around the entire country of France. It's a very long ride. Now for less experienced riders like myself, it can be very challenging to keep up, which I didn't really care. I didn't come in first place, didn't come in last place. I kept a pretty decent pace. The first 40 miles or so, I started to get a little bit tired, and at that point, everybody else is, several miles ahead of you. The very experienced and very in shape cyclists. They're beyond reach at that point. But what was cool about it were all of the vendors on the side of the road serving food. All the people, when you drove by, they would cheer. They cheer on all the cyclists. I don't know who in the world they're cheering on, but they're cheering anyway because they're glad to see these bicycles ride by. And that's the thing. Most of those people that watch the race, they stay in the same spot because you can't keep up with the cyclists unless you're in a car. And you can't keep up in a car because the roads are narrow and there's not room for all the fans and the cyclists on the same road. Nevertheless, it was a very unique experience, and I will remember this bottle of wine right here that I picked up. One of the fans on the side of the road, probably about 75 miles into the Tour de France, they passed it over, and I had my Camelback on, and I just kind of put it in there, and I rode the rest of the few hundred miles with this fine bottle of Oakleaf Vineyards Merlot from California on my back. And actually, I'll go ahead and say I did not ride the Tour de France, but I do ride a Scattante carbon fiber bicycle, and every time I ride that bicycle, I feel like I'm in my own Tour de France. It rides so well. I highly recommend the Scattante brand. If you're not familiar with it, it's made by Performance Bicycle. That's performancebike.com. They're very well made, very well engineered bicycles, road bikes, and they're ultra reliable. Haven't had any problems with it. I have put a few thousand miles on it already. I've had zero problems. I've previously owned Cannondales and Felts and Giant as well, and Specialized, and none of those come close, in my opinion, to the quality of the Performance Bikes Scattante brand. It's their in-house brand, a lot of bang for your buck. Highly recommend it. Start your own Tour de France. Get you a Scattante road bike and start shedding those pounds. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check out all my other cycling videos on my channel. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy.